Go ahead.
Discussion seeking attorney advice on the city defamation, did I get that right?
That's perfect. So basically, from time to time, as you guys know, we kind of get frustrated where we feel like people are trying to undermine the progress of the city, and there's being, not just elected officials, but just generally as a city as a whole, we're very limited because people are able to speak their mind, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I would like to open the table for discussion of whether or not we would like Wise and Bray to bring in maybe somebody who specializes in that and let us know kind of where that line is.
Yep, I'm happy to speak first. Yes, I would love to get some advice, bringing in somebody that can kind of give some specific advice about this. You know, today, I'll give you an example. Something was passed along to me from a particular Lakeland resident that's very much opposed to what we're doing here in Lakeland. That made a claim that and told a lot of people online that I create fake accounts on Facebook and then post under those fake accounts. And she clearly said it was Commissioner Matt Wright doing this. I have no idea who this person is, who the fake accounts are. I know it's not me. You know, this is just an example of, in the last special election, one of these particular individuals posted that a commissioner has a problem with booze and hookers. Well, would you want your kids to see that? I mean, it was only 4 of us up here at the time, so they're clearly telling people it's one of us 4. And when you go out and you coach 7 and 8-year-olds in football and you're talking to their parents and things like that, and they're asking you if you see these things about you online, you get kind of frustrated about it. And at some point, you know, I want to know, what are my legal rights? If I have no legal rights as a politician and we have no way to defend ourselves as a city against essentially slanderous attacks, then, you know, why are we even up here? I mean, literally, if there's no way to try to defend your character against people that are making up lies, I mean, they're lies. Let's call them what it is. It's a bunch of lies. And if you have no opportunity to try to defend yourself, then, you know, I have to really question how we sort of handle this right now. That's personally what I think about it. I'd love to talk to an attorney that has some experience in this. Quite frankly, find out exactly what we can do as a body to try to defend not only ourselves, but to defend the reputation of our city, because this doesn't just harm us guys personally. This harms the reputation of Lakeland. And don't be deceived, it's done damage. I mean, I think we all know enough people to understand this has done damage to the city, to the city's reputation. Things are going great, and we have things that we can improve on. We just talked about some of them right there, right? But that doesn't mean that, personally speaking, I would want to know a little bit more about what we can do about this. I know Commissioner Wesley Wright had something he wanted to say as well.
Yeah, when we have forums next door, you know, everyone's familiar with Facebook, next door, social media, other things like that, that give people a voice, toxic, you know, defamation, things like that. It's one thing to have a spirited conversation or joking or whatever, because you got people with on other pages where they share with other municipalities and they have conversations and all that. That's one thing, but then when someone's like targeting and saying things that affects you, it could also affect you in your business or your reputation, because beyond this role here, we also have lives. Oh, we don't? So it just things like that, we gotta be able to keep that in check. We're not talking about like taking away First Amendment rights or anything. We're talking about addressing things from the city perspective, because it looks bad on the city when we have, it's a lot of the same people that we want to stir the pot. There's so many things that are toxic.
And having discussions about sewer rates or, you know, how we want to grow or athletic facilities or anything of that nature is completely something that we should be debating. Not just amongst ourselves as a board, but with our constituents. I want to talk to people about what they have problems with, and that's part of our job is to do that. To defend, to get calls and text all day about, you know, who has the problem with booze and hookers as a commissioner.
Are you just trying to see how many times you can say booze and hookers?
Yeah, let me say it one more time. I don't have a problem with booze and hookers. And as far as I know, nobody else does here either. But what this particular group does, what this particular group does is they'll go to, as Commissioner Wesley said, they'll go to other city pages and tell those people, you don't want to move to Lakeland because here's how the elected officials run the city. Here's the problems that they have personally and things of that nature. And so it harms us as a city. It really harms the reputation of Lakeland by nature of spreading the lies and rumors of us.
Commissioner, aren't we just really talking about one group?
It's the group that we, yes, that as Vice Mayor Roman said, is very opposed to what we've done here in Lakeland, and they're not happy about that. And it is the same group that I would assume you're thinking about.
But regardless,
But
regardless of, we're not here discussing any individual group, even though we may feel like it is. The idea was just to have a policy and to reach out to professionals within the industry to let us know what the line is. So regardless of whether there's a group here, or maybe one group today, another group tomorrow, I think the idea is just to get an opinion and to understand what our duty is to protect the city and what we can and can't do and where that line is. So is it okay if we just use this as a staff directive as opposed to having a resolution or anything about it?
Absolutely.
We would just like to have just a consultation at some point in time. Would that be okay?
We can do that.
Okay.